Three, two, one.
Welcome to the Human Factor. I'm Kimberly Dymond, and today we're talking about real challenges and real wins behind building strong teams. You're watching Now Media Television.
Welcome to the Human Factor. I'm Kimberly Dymond, and I'm glad you're here today. We have some great guests. I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I have been in the talent acquisition and HR space for 18 years, primarily focusing on talent acquisition, working with a lot of wonderful HR business partners throughout the years, learning a lot of the ins and outs of HR corporately, as well as working with startups, small businesses. And now I do some consulting work for those types of businesses, so I'm very happy to be here today and to join the Now Media Television team. And I have some wonderful guests that we're going to meet and talk with about how we maneuver some of the challenges that we have in our small businesses relative to people and how we manage them and lead them and be able to grow building and build wonderful teams. So today I have Joseph Reyes joining us. Joseph is a CPA with over 15 years leading JL Reyes Accounting Tax. He went to Drexel, and he has a very proactive approach to taxes and financial planning for people to be able to survive the tax seasons without going too crazy, right? I know I've seen
Absolutely.
that before. I mean, oh my gosh, I've worked with many companies like that. So we are so happy to have you here today. And we have a couple of topics we're going to go over. And so tax season, people panic and they wonder why their teams are freaking out because they're trying to get information together. You're facing a lot of information that needs to be gathered last minute, so we're all in a panic. So how do you go about teaching them not to panic, to be prepared? So can you share with me how you go about that?
Yeah, happy to, and thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be with you. Um, so there are two sets of people that go through chaos and panic during tax season. The first one is the client, businesses that maybe don't have their data together and properly organized. And then there's the CPA who has to do the tax return and the craziness that they have to go through, especially when it's just 2 or 3 months of the year where you're crunching your time to get tax returns done for your clients. What we recommend clients do is make the data, the financial data process, uh, a year-round process, not a year-end process. The benefit to that is you can be proactive. You can manage your finances on a daily, weekly, monthly basis at a minimum. Get your bookkeeping done on a monthly basis. And when the books are done, you can review with your financial person as to whether you made a profit, you made a loss, whatever. But being proactive and treating tax time like it's a year-round process. It literally takes like half an hour a month if you do it that way. If you wait till the end of the year,
Okay.
you're going to
Yeah.
have chaos.
Makes a lot of sense. I've seen it happen. Okay.
Yep.
Well, and then there's that financial stress at the top, and it tends to trickle down to the team, and it can make people feel very stressed out. Are there some simple things that every leader can do today to prepare them without the panic? And I know we just kind of talked about that, but anything more specific, because then their morale kinds to decrease. They're not serving their clients. They're just more focused on getting this information prepared.
Yeah, it's a good question. So, a business, whether it's large or small, or a family, it's an organization. And the leadership is what sets the tone. So if you have and I get it, if you're a small business, you're trying to make a buck, and maybe things are hectic and you don't have enough personnel and whatnot. I see it all the time, and it drives people crazy. But if you could swing it, um, try to just stretch out the financial process throughout the year. That really is the key factor. If you're steady, slow and steady will win the race, right? Well, most of the time. So not being, once you get stressed out during the year end, what's going to happen is you're going to get stressed out and the people below you are going to get stressed out. They're going to feel it. And everybody's going to try to rush to get you, to satisfy you, to please you if you're the boss. And that's all well and good. But if you're working a massive number of hours trying to get the data together for year-end tax preparation and year-end financial statements, um, your employees may act like they're trying to please you. They just want to get out the door after a 10-hour day to get home and cook dinner and be with their
Yes,
families and take
you're
care of
right.
whatever they have
Right.
to take care of. So they will allow mistakes to go through. They're hoping that this little thing here, nobody's going to notice that. And it's really very inefficient.
Mm-hmm.
Well-run companies have a structure where they track their finances on a monthly basis. They review for 15 minutes, half an hour a month, make sure the bookkeeping is getting done, and then every quarter talk to your CPA or your financial advisor. Uh, it's got to be steady. If you wait to the end of the year, you create all kinds of havoc. You feel it, your spouse feels it, your kids feel it, and your employees feel it. Not pleasant.
Right, I agree. I agree. And like I said, you see where the demeanor changes at that particular time of year, and just like you said, planning throughout the year and not just waiting till the last minute. Now, that being said, small businesses are a little bit more challenging with that, and I understand that, being a small business owner myself, just getting into the business, right? How do you teach people like myself or other individuals who are just starting out to be prepared?
To be prepared for tax season?
Yes.
Like, well, again, tax season is a year-round activity, right? So if uh, if you're waiting to the end of the year to put your information together, you're behind the eight ball, and neither you, your CPA, your tax person, and your employees are going to benefit. And then, of course, the person who suffers more is going to be your client. So what we recommend people do is, on a monthly basis, just get your bookkeeping done. If you can't do it yourself, and really, you shouldn't be doing it yourself.
I agree.
Bookkeeping should be done by bookkeepers,
I
okay?
agree.
And building should be done by builders, right?
Right, right.
So don't do your own bookkeeping because you're going to make mistakes. There are accounting rules and bookkeeping rules that you have no idea even exist.
I
And you
agree.
may think it's just
Yeah.
mathematics. Well, it's not just mathematics, right? So you got to know rules and regulations. So number one, just have a bookkeeper doing the books on a weekly basis. Transactions are being tracked. At the end of the month, you make a few more entries to close the books and then reconcile your books. And by the way, whoever pays the bills should never be reconciling the bank account, right? So always have a separate person do that because that's how a lot of theft occurs. So that's the
Okay.
one big thing. Don't wait till 2 months later to start catching up on your books. But I know as a business owner, that's easier said than done,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're struggling to make ends meet. You want to meet payroll, and
Yep.
you just got one thing on your mind. You just got to get that cash in the door. But somehow you got to find a way to either outsource, and nowadays you can find
Mm-hmm.
inexpensive sourcing for bookkeeping. You'd be surprised what you can get all over the world, and it doesn't have to be expensive, and get it done on a monthly basis. That goes a long ways towards fixing that problem. Using automated software like QuickBooks Online, or Sage, these are AI laden
Mm-hmm.
softwares that will remember transactions, remember vendors,
Mm-hmm.
will know where to put stuff. It still has to be checked, but you can relieve a lot of manual data entry and errors.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever the AI and the software does
Mm-hmm.
not figure out, it'll just kick it out and say, hey, this needs to be reviewed. Like there's an account in QuickBooks Online that's called Ask My Accountant, right? So the software, nobody
Okay.
knows where to put it. Stick it somewhere, and then a professional, a high-level person can figure it out. So those are the types of things that are easy, and consistency is the key. You'd be surprised how year-end does not have to be a nightmare.
Which is great. And I wish I had a little bit of that coaching in the beginning because I felt like it was crunch time for me this last time. But I did learn a
Right.
lesson from that. So I would definitely listen to Joe's advice on this because trust
You
me, it
learned.
does you do get panicked and you're not sure if you've done it right. And I absolutely did, engage a professional to help me. So I highly recommend that as well.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good.
Absolutely. So we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back with Joe. We've got more to talk about. So we really want you to stay here with us on the Human Factor and we'll be right back. Okay? Thank you.
We'll be right back with more stories, insights,
Are you there,
and
Joe?
real-world strategies
I'm
for
here.
leading with purpose. This is The Human Factor on Now Media Television.